Out here today at the Dayton boat dock with my little buddy Rhino. Ryan's fixing to be 10 here in a few months, so you guys haven't seen him on camera in a while. The weather today is, we got a lot of scattered showers, not heavy rain, not thunderstorms, just some scattered light rain. We're hoping it holds off for a few hours. We got a late start because it had a little bit of a heavy downpour. It's about 8:30 in the morning. This overcast skies should give us a pretty decent bite. We're going to go try to find some creek channels, some bends, humps, stumps, anything that's going to hold some active fish. We're going to start out throwing a Magnum trick worm, maybe some square bills, a little chop on the water, might throw a spinnerbait, chatterbait, stuff like that. Looking for those really active summertime fish in shallow water. If we can't find those, we might go out here and hit a little bit of a ledge. Just try to find some fish today, guys. Hope you hang around. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave us the comments, any questions you got. Be more than glad to get to you and answer those questions for you. So let's get rolling.
Get lucky, you can pop it 3 times. Is that what makes your cameras in your videos?
Alright guys, we're back home now, so let's recap our day and give you guys some tips on if you're coming to Chickamauga or you fish it regular, some tips on how to fish around low pressure systems, how to find fish, stuff like that. So the recap of the day was it's pretty hard to stay on the water, a lot of downpours, it'd stop and start. What we noticed was when the rain would stop, that water would calm down, you'd get a few active fish up there, and had a couple on the frog. Had a lot of time of turning the camera on and off and fighting with the charger and that kind of thing and making sure the camera didn't get wet on the inside, so that's why a lot of the footage wasn't as good as we like to have it. So started out throwing Magnum trick worms. Have been doing really good on those here lately. Nothing today. Looking for creek channels like I said earlier. Looking for fish that are moving out to the points of the creek channels and bends, stuff like that, deep drop-offs. Was fishing about 6 to 8 foot of water. We probably could have spent more time and went to about 10 or 12 foot of water out there on the main channel and could have probably caught more, but Ryan really wasn't set up yet for throwing those deep diving crankbaits and jigs and stuff like that. So I wanted to keep him in more shallow water with poppers and shallow running 1.5 square bill. I thought he would actually have pretty good luck on that, and if he would have listened to me a little more on the lily pad section there, he probably would have. Something about Chickamauga that I've noticed is a lot of times you find these really good like lily pads. Those fish, I don't think I've ever caught a bass actually in the middle, the thick stuff of those lily pads. I've always caught those fish on the outer edges. If you find like an isolated patch of lily pads, say you've got 10 or 12 pads out there, I've noticed that I've caught some decent fish out there on the edges of that. Low pressure systems, like today, what was going on was we've had 85, 90 degree weather, which has been high pressure, really dry, no rain in the area, and then TVA dropped that water down about 1.5 feet. So if you could have found fish a few days ago, when they dropped that water out, those fish would have moved back off of typically where they were. If they were in 8 foot of water, they would have typically moved up to 10 foot of water or something like that. So my initial thought was today that, okay, front's coming in, rain, lowering the water level, those fish are going to be in a downward mood, so we're going to have to get some slower moving presentations, worms, that sort of thing. Once we got into the rain stopping, they became a little more active, and you could throw those active more lures. Probably could have caught some on a chatterbait. Did pretty good on the frog. Caught those 2. I could have probably found some good points and fished a spinnerbait. So that's the kind of things you want to look at on Chickamauga. Low pressure system, those fish kind of slow down a little bit. You got to slow down, throw those bigger worms, jigs, that kind of stuff. Now when this rain moves out and the pressure goes back up, as it's going up, we'll go out there on the rise and we'll throw those more active kind of lures. So as you guys can see, the rain's starting to come down. Let's go in here and make this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. Ask me any questions you'd like to know about. I'll get back to you as soon as I can, guys. Have a good day. Get out there on the water. Fish simple and simply catch fish. See you guys.